Yo guys, what's going on? Hopefully I can get that to be my thumbnail image for the video. So I was like, I always have some fucked up thumbnail, so I said, you know what, I don't know how to do that. I mean, I wish there was a way that I could like force it to be like something amazing, like, or you know, but it ain't happening. So I want to talk about Square-Enix. You know, Square-Enix and what's going on. I mean, I know Square-Enix is more than just Square now. It's Enix, it's, you know, IDOS, Crystal Dynamics, and they're, you know, they all merge together. But the Square part of it, especially the Final Fantasy part, it blows my mind. I don't know who's brainwashed these developers, or just if they're living in a cave, or what the hell is going on. You know, with the recent rumor of Final Fantasy 13 Versus being cancelled and supposedly being reshaped into Final Fantasy 15, because yes, 14 exists, it's the online game that bombed, will be for the next generation. Now, my thing is, fine, I understand, the game's been in development for 6 years, it's too hard to make, I don't know. They were able to make Final Fantasy 13 too, very, very soon after 13, but yet they couldn't finish Versus. And then there was the Type 0 or Agito for PSP, never got that in the US, which now it's obviously too late, PSP is pretty much dead. They could release it as a digital for the Vita, you know, through emulation, but what are they thinking? You know, what are they thinking? The best thing Square has done is Final Fantasy Theater Rhythm. Why? Because it's a celebration of all the past games. And what does that do? It makes people want to go out and buy the soundtracks because, oh, the music's so awesome, now I want to go buy the soundtracks, or I want to go replay 6, or I want to go play 5 because I never got a chance to play it. The smartest thing they could have ever done. But then they're talking about, they're going to have an announcement about the future of Final Fantasy 13. What? 13 is over. Let it go. Nobody... Yes, I'm fucking guilty, because I have a copy of 13 too. Haven't opened it yet. Did we really ask for this game? No. I know that I didn't. Who asked for this? I don't know. Now they're going to make a third one. Now, I bought it at the bomb price. Bomba. But the thing is, somebody must have bought the game because they want to make a third one. Yet they don't want to remake Final Fantasy VII. That's too much work. They don't want to make a Kingdom Hearts 3 because they'd rather make a remake of a cell phone game, a remake of a remake, a 3D version, a prequel, a version where it's not real but he's imagining. All this bullshit. That series is so convoluted, it's disgusting me. Just make Final Fantasy 15. You know, wipe out 14, it never existed. Which I never played myself, but I've heard nightmares. And 11. I know there's huge fans of 11, okay? But I got that for free during the launch of the 360. Popped the game in. I was like, oh, I don't really like it, so I'm gonna trade it. You can't trade it. So I fucking threw that thing in the garbage. Garbage. You had to pay more money for more characters. You couldn't even create more than one character. You could D-level in the game from what I heard. Why the fuck would I want to spend 6 hours of my life doing something in a game just to have all my progress erased because I forgot to throw a potion out and didn't heal myself in time? Fuck that. That is too much torture. They should be playing me to play that game. Okay? So 12 looked uninteresting to me because I didn't like the character design. Now it's kind of shallow, but I just never liked the character design. It really put me off on that game, but after hearing the music, I kind of want to give it a shot. So maybe someday I'll work it in and play it, but I still have 8 to play. I want to go back and play a lot of these old Final Fantasies, but I have a problem with RPGs where I have to do everything. I have to get the final weapons. I have to fight all the optional bosses. I can't just beat the game and be done and be satisfied. So that causes me to spend an insane amount of time on said game. So, but back to Square Enix not making any sense. They won't do a Final Fantasy VII remake. They won't do it. You know, they want to make more Final Fantasy 13, 2, 3, 4, 5, which I never liked the idea of making a sequel to the game, the mainstay game. I mean, you think 7 would be the obvious choice, but they never really made a Final Fantasy VII 2. They made Crisis Core, which was a prequel, but I mean, I like the idea of expanding the story, fleshing it out more, knowing more about what happened to these characters before the events took place and stuff, but I think it's better if you go back to an older game, and if you want to bring those characters back, do it with an older game that's had time to fucking marinate. You know what I mean? They're making sequels to Final Fantasy games that just come out. I mean, I'm not done letting that shit soak in, and you're already giving me a sequel. I mean, you gotta take it easy. Chill out, relax. These games are 100-hour games, 80-hour plus games. You're not gonna play them back to back. If you do, you're fucking crazy. I don't know how you do it. So, I don't know, guys. Square Enix is all fucked up. People talk shit about Sega, but I think Square this generation is just royally fucked up. Royally. They need to fucking slap some people around there. They need to fucking make Kingdom Hearts 3 and finish that series for good. End it. They need to fucking release Final Fantasy 15 and make sure it doesn't fucking suck. Make sure that's the game people are talking about for years to come, like 7, 8, and 9, and even 10. But it's just, I don't know. Somebody out there has the dumbest idea and they work for the company, and so fans are having to suffer through this bullshit of 13.2 and a potentially 13.3. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. And to me, and a lot of other people, I'm sure we just see it like black and white, like, what the fuck? Hello? But they don't see it. They really don't. So, that's my rant about Square Enix. Like I said, best thing they've done is Theater Rhythm, which is a fucking phenomenal tribute to Final Fantasy and a fun game to boot. So, if you wanna relive some Final Fantasy, that's what you gotta play. Otherwise, you can play Final Fantasy 13 too.